everyone, conservative video dipper here. If you got a dip, pack a freaking lip. I'm dipping on the king of all dips, GREENSCREEN long coat wintergreen. We are not doing a political video today. We are going to show you how to be good at green screen or chroma key. For all of you that want to learn how to possibly do chroma key in one try, like me, Tim. Hope you're taking notes, by the way. Yes, I do give my friend Tim crap because I did chroma key in one try when I was learning how to do chroma key, by the way. Inside joke, by the way, for all you wondering. So, grab a dip, pack dip and skit. Let's go. Oh, real quick, before we go any further, this video, this was actually fun. This was really fun. I liked doing this little video, the Sally Cycle reporter video. I thought was awesome because doing the actual talking AI reporter inside a laboratory and having her not just there, but just the whole doing this, having like this project with her, it took a while. It took a little bit of time because trying to make sure that she was right in the center, no bleed through, there was no white spots anywhere on her, and the audio was good enough that people could hear her, and it looked realistic enough. It took a little bit, but it wasn't that bad of a project, but it was really fun, and thanks to Tim for helping me, by the way. So it was a fun project.
Reporting live, this is Sally Cycle.
Now watch the transition real quick, you guys. I want you guys to watch this. This was another thing that I had to really work on, was the transition, because I didn't want any black screen in between the transition. When I was doing the transition, I wanted the transition to be smooth as butter, and I wanted to be where when Sally Cycle said, "This is Sally Cycle reporting live," and then right after that my intro hit, I wanted it to be smooth, and it took me a little bit to get to that point, and I did a little bit of work. That one took me a little bit to get there.
Reporting live, this is Sally Cycle.
That was smooth. That was very smooth. So what I did basically was lap my intro a little bit on top of the Sally Cycle video to make sure, again, that there was going to be no black screen in between, and that the timing was just perfect. That is basically kind of a natural transition without using any transition at all. Just a different way of editing. And it takes a little bit of time to get used to doing that and learning how to do that, but I started to learn how to get used to doing that technique. So that's kind of a thing that some people aren't going to be used to doing at first. Don't do it unless you're used to it, or just practice doing it. Because it can be very difficult. Gotta move myself over.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Conservative Video Dipper here. I'm going to show you guys how to be good at green screen.
Oh, you're going to show us how to be better at green screen than Tim? Uh-oh. Don't tell Tim. By the way, me and Tim do have kind of an inside joke about who's better at green screen. So that's why I kind of always give him slack for it. Now, real quick editor's note. Before we continue the video, I will tell you guys this. Here is why I have all of my stuff here. So before I roll my videos, I always do what's called a pre-check. I check everything to make sure that I have everything I want lined up here, and I check to make sure that everything is working properly before I roll the film. And then when I know that everything's working properly, I have everything I want, then I will take it off the tracks that you see here on the bottom where Sally is, and then I will roll the film. Now this is Sally in green screen form, and I will, during this film, you will see, I will show you how to get Sally to look like what she does in the intro. And there's one key step that I do actually miss. I think one or two that I do miss in here that I will catch myself in, that I will let you guys in on a little secret on.
Like me. First and foremost, I do want to say this reminder, and this is the most important
I think that was a computer glitch, by the way, and I do apologize for that.
reminder I could give.
Oh, who's that ugly guy? Oh, get him off the screen.
This is not a school science project. You can't screw, glue, weld, or hammer this together, okay? This is editing.
Oh, but I thought you could glue, screw, and weld. Dang, okay.
Just a reminder for some of the people that may need that little reminder. Anywhoosies, I'm going to show you guys how to do green screen, just like what you saw in the beginning of my intro of this video. Same talking head, same beautiful girl, same everything. Okay? Now we have Sally ready for her Fox News, MSNBC, TYT, ABC, CBS. Who knows where Sally may venture off to in her world of news journalism. But before we get her there, we have to get some preparations done.
Now this is where I forget to mention. The first thing you will do is normally your track will be cleared. So first thing you'll do is you'll grab the CHROMAKEY, the image or the video that is green screen, first track to track 5. Always use the image or video that is green screen on the top track. That is important if you're going to do green screen.
To make this look beautiful. So you guys can see there's different options here. My YouTube intro, which will be last. This blue back,
which I don't know why I forgot why I chose that. Because that was first in the video, but I don't know.
background right here. So what you want to do is you want to...
Again, reminder, before you do the background, the video or image that is green screen, you're going to grab it, track 5. I'm using OpenShot application, so if you're using OpenShot, then it'll be a little bit easier for you to follow. So grab your green screen image or video, put it on the top track, always, that's number 1. And then follow number 2.
I'm going to click on this background, drag it down to track 4. Okay, now
Then you do that.
Sally's still behind the green screen, but the blue background office thing is right behind her. So how do we get her to look like she's actually there? Okay, so now the next...
Yeah, how do we do that, conservative? Please do enlighten us.
step is to go to effects. You'll see this thing that says CHROMAKEY / green screen. You click it, drag it down to...
Now, it's any application, it's going to say chroma key or green screen. Most any application will have the effect that will say that, by the way.
Right there, right on Sally's little video.
Right. You put it on the video or the image.
Everything else here you leave alone except for key color. You click on that and then you'll click on pick screen color. Then you'll see this little cross. You'll click the cross on the green screen. You leave everything else alone. Then you'll click on OK. Now this is what a lot of people will have problems with right here.
And this is right here the beginning of what will be the start of where now we'll start to incorporate the realism of your video or your picture that you want to make look real with green screen or chroma key.
Whether they're doing videos or just pictures like this, they tend to have too much bleed through. The green screen, pardon me.
Green bleed. That's a common thing that happens when the green is showing too much. And that can be corrected. And I will show you in this video how to correct it. Don't worry.
Bleed through. Whether it is a video with a green screen and somebody's doing something, the green screen tends to bleed through a little bit, or the image is floating left, right, looking like the Dane Wonka Vader from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I don't know if you're allowed to say that. copyrighted? Man, I think he can get away with that.
You don't want that look. You want to keep the image that you're going to have on there dead center. So think of that as like the target right there that I'm gonna push away over there. You want her dead center, okay? For a lot of you people that use BB guns, aim. Aim is important here, folks.
Right.
You gotta aim for dead center.
Right.
Sometimes it might not be perfect, but always try to at least aim for dead center, not it floating around.
Right. Conservative, you obviously know a lot about aiming in more ways, allegedly, than one, right? Oh. Oops.
So,
Don't know if we can say that.
now that we got the green screen kind of going on over here, how do we get that bleed through the green screen to go away? That's where we come into thresholds. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the threshold to 145.00. That is definitely going to help. But, again, if you see what looks like little holes peeking through her hair, her body, or whatever, then go down a little bit. So maybe 144 would be sufficient enough, right? Okay, a little bit better. Yeah, 144 makes her look beautiful. Okay, you're looking good there, darling. We love you.
Conservative, that's AI. You don't need to be flirting with an AI conservative. Just focus on showing us how to do CHROMAKEY, not flirting with AI. First Shaniqua, now Sally. How many AI girlfriends does this guy allegedly have? Yikes.
But how do we make her look more beautiful? And make her look like she's actually in that little office space? This is where brightness and contrast is going to be your best friend. A lot of people may not want to do it. They can opt out of it depending on the circumstances and the situation on what you're doing at that time. But for here, I kind of like to use it because it does add a little bit of realism into the video that we're making here for the intro. So I'm going to click on it, bring brightness and contrast down. Now, apply before clip, you leave alone the ID.
Oh, I know why I did my intro last. Duh. Now I know.
Parent, whatever, you leave that alone. So we want to make it look more a little bit realistic. She doesn't have any green screen from what I can see bleeding through. She looks good, absolutely gorgeous and stunning.
Again, conservative, stop flirting with the AI.
So now, let's make her look better for her debut, for the intro.
Of course. Are you sure it's just for the debut, conservative, and not just allegedly for you?
For the show. So brightness and contrast. Brightness, if you go up too high, you're going to make her look like she's doing a Star Trek Beam Me Up segment. And by the way, for all you Star Trek nerds out there, this is kind of how Star Trek actually did the beam up part, by the way, FYI, for some of you Star Trek nerds out there that wondered how did they do that. They upped the brightness. That's kind of cheating, but smart, right?
I did actually learn that, and that was pretty cool. When I learned that, I didn't think they actually did that. I wasn't aware that they did that. I wasn't sure how they did the beam up part, but once I learned that was allegedly how they did it, I was actually flabbergasted that that was actually their technique.
Very smart. So we don't want her to do that. So we just,
Of
oh
course not.
gosh, that's, no. If we do that, no. She'll look like she's a walking, talking blob of nothing. So we want to get her just about right, maybe there. Right about there. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. Right? And that would be negative 0.19. What about the contrast? Well, if you go up the contrast, ugh. You go down the contrast, it's going to look like she's kind of a ghost.
And I think also that's partly, they do, I think, brightness and contrast. So when they do, I think in Star Trek, the beam up part, they up the brightness, and then when they do, to make it look like they're going to disappear, they down the contrast. I believe that's how they did it in Star Trek, but I'm not sure. But that's just my guess.
Ghost.
But go watch some old Star Trek videos, you can kind of see.
So what we want to do is just give her enough contrast. Maybe a little bit there. Nah, but what if I don't like that? Again, you can always look to see how much or how little brightness and contrast you need. So maybe a little bit of brightness, like that, sure. 0.11, negative 0.11, pardon me for the cough. So what about the contrast?
Your pardon, my child.
Well, we want her to look good, but we don't want her to look like that's out of place. So negative 7.11. Let's do that. That's absolutely gorgeous. Okay. But there's a problem. This bottom part is way too long. So how do we shorten it down?
Oh, gee, conservative, I don't know. That seems like a very bad personal problem.
Again, we're going to take our little red line, which aka we can call the ruler, and you're going to take a right click on your mouse, and then you'll see slice.
Now, rule of thumb also, if you're going to slow down a video, see the time there? That's also how you can slow down a video. Or speed up a video. If you want to slow down a video or speed up a video, you can do the same thing. By the way.
And it will ask you, do you want to keep both sides, left side, or right side? For this one, we want to keep left side. Okay. Pretty good. She's looking absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, conservative again. Try not to flirt with the AI, please. Sheesh.
Absolutely stunning, may I say.
Can't keep it in his pants, can he? Oh, I forgot we can't say that.
This is looking very good.
Hopefully you're talking about the video, conservative, not Sally. I hope.
Now, what are we going to do? That can't be it, can it? They're conservative? No, no, no. We go to Effects, or Project Files, and then we'll go to our YouTube channel, Intro. And then we'll slam it together, like that. Now we'll take a listen.
Reporting live, this is Sally's.
Ooh, little lag.
A little lag? That's a lot of lag.
Sorry for the lag, people. I hate the lag.
Yeah, my computer's been acting very glitchy lately, so I'm gonna definitely have to do a lot of computer cleaning.
That's not my fault. It's my computer is old as a dinosaur.
Reporting live, this is Sally Cycle.
I liked it, but can we just maybe slam it a little bit further up there to... Yeah, there we go. And then you take...
Reporting live, this is Sally.
Nope.
See, and again, you guys, I do apologize. When I was showing you guys this, the computer just, again, it's old as a dinosaur, and I do have to clean my computer.
Oops. We wanted to catch up. Sally, this was your debut. You're screwing it up, sweet cheeks.
Conservative, you were flirting with her quite a bit, and now you're bad-mouthing her? Yeesh. What a romancer you are.
Well, maybe it's my computer.
Reporting live, this is Sally Cycle.
Ooh, even better. Okay, this is even better than I thought it was. So.
Reporting live, this is Sally Cycle.
Well, we want to do a quick, there we go, not too much. And then it will probably, I'm surprised it doesn't ask for, yeah, well, there we go. Transition. Remove transition.
And that's what I was talking about right there, about the transition. It's going to ask you probably about it. You can just remove it. You don't need it. Because you're already doing the transition naturally. You're creating that transition, and you don't need to have that add-on. And that transition that you are creating, it's going to be a little bit smoother. It will look smoother if you get it down correctly. But again, it will
So we don't need it. That's just a no-no. Transitions are just going to look ugly for this. It's not going to look authentic, organic.
Lord. You're gonna have to use those words, don't you, conservative?
This is educational and sensational.
Fucking editor.
By the way.
Reporting live, this is Sally Cycle.
I like it, but...
See how I'm carefully just moving also slightly the intro in? Yeah. I'm being very generous with the moving around. That's how careful I'm going.
Okay, stop with the transition, please, people. Thank you.
Conservative. Breathe.
Reporting live, this is Sally's.
Might want to back off a few. Just a bit, a tidbit of backing off.
Reporting live.
Okay, I kind of like it, so let's move on. So now what we do is we'll right click for fades and we're going to do fade, start a clip, fade in, fast.
Now there's an easier way to do this. Instead of doing start fade, you could do entire clip, fade, fade fast, or fade slow, which I would do fade slow. Just a little tidbit of information and editor's note there for you.
Fade, start a clip, fast.
Or fast.
But what if I want to fade out at the end of my clip? Well, you can do that too. We'll go fade in clip, fade out fast. Just a prime example, not that we're really going to use it here.
Reporting live, this is
Oh, my computer is just being a butt.
Reporting live, this
Are you sure, conservative, it's not you?
is Sally Cycle.
Okay, I like it, but there's a problem.
And what would that be, conservative?
We want to make sure that this is just perfect, the way that it should be.
Hmm.
Right
Reporting
about
live,
here.
this is
Now remember, we got to go fade in fast. So click, fade in, start clip, fast. Boom!
reporting live, this
This computer is really freaking old and slow as shit. It.
reporting live,
I have no words. I am lost for words on that one.
this is
My computer is slow as shit, and it just really need to shut the front door.
Rep-
Yeah, I was having a lot of technical difficulties that day.
reporting live, this
But I was trying to have fun with it, though.
is Sally Cycle.
So that's pretty much it, guys. That's the whole gist of it. It's not that complicated.
And it was really fun actually creating that video. I had a lot of fun showing you guys that video. And sadly, I did have a little bit of technical difficulties, yes, but it was something that I feel like, for me, it was something I probably would do again. Be able to show you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the like, share, comment, and subscribe button. And as always, don't forget to pack, dip, and spit. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for joining me. See you guys next time.